Yes, thank you. So that is uh, quite a time since we have covered that part. But still, if you are able to recall, then it is very good. But if somebody is not able to recall whatever we have done, so the last part of that lecture we will cover in a very short time. So for that, the question, let's say it is answer of some question, and that question is in front of your screen, okay, on your screen. The circuit consists of a resistance R ohms and a condenser of C farads connected to a constant EMF E, okay, connected to a constant EMF E. uh, if Q by C is the voltage of the condenser, that we already know, that is um, voltage across a condenser or capacitor, we can say, at a time t. So we can say the voltage across capacitor is Q by C, okay. And if this is the voltage uh, across the condenser or capacitor at a time t after closing the circuit, okay, after closing the circuit, then show that Q by C is equal to E minus Ri, and show that the voltage at time t is, okay. So this is the question. So how can we prove this, or how can we derive this, we can say, expression, okay, across. So the voltage, or we can say voltage at time t is in the circuit is E into bracket 1 minus e raised to minus t by RC or CR, okay. So for that, what we'll do, we have already seen the steps, but still we'll quickly revise the steps, okay. We have already seen, but still we'll quickly revise the steps, okay. So this is the page that I have shown you just now, on the camera, okay. But still it is present in presentation, so that I will go with this presentation, okay. So voltage, we know voltage across is see, whatever conditions they have given in the question, they are similar to this circuit, or we can say question, according to question, circuit is correct, okay. Resistance R is there, condenser C is there, or capacitor we can say is C is there, then the battery with constant EMF E is there, okay. And they have also described the switch condition, okay. So that's why we can say the switch is also there, okay. So we know that voltage across resistor is VR equal to I into R, and voltage across capacitor is Vc equal to Q by C. Okay. Obviously, they have already given Vc is equal to Q by C. But still, if in the question it is not given, as I already told you, we should remember all these expressions. Okay. And that we have seen how to, that's why we have seen the basics of RL and C, we can say. Okay. And also, we know that I is equal to dq by dt. Also, we know that I is equal to dq by dt. Okay. Now next is put Q is equal to CVC. Okay, let's say VC is equal to Q by C, then Q is equal to CVC. Okay, then if we put Q is equal to CVC in dQ by dt, then we will get C dVC by dt. So these steps we have covered. Okay, C dVC by dt, and if we have not covered, then we'll just quickly revise. Hmm? So VR is equal to, obviously VR is equal to IR. I is having value C dVC by dt. C dVC by dt. Okay. And into R. So RC dVC by dt will be the value of VR. Okay. Will be the value of VR. Okay. I think till now this is the expression is very simple, or derivation is very simple. Okay. The next is using Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay. We can see it as a separate question also, and we can see it as a how to analyze RC circuit also. And if we put some values of R and C, it will form a particular example. Okay. So the steps will be same. If after finding the general solution, what we need to do then? Just need to put values of R and C and the value of E, which is given in the example, and then we can easily get whatever they have asked in the question. So if in the question they have asked the current, then you can find out. If in the question they have asked the voltage at particular time t, then by putting the value of t also, we can find out the answer. Okay. So I think till now it is clear. Please confirm in chat box, because we have to solve examples in this lecture only. Okay. Please confirm. Yes. Thank you, Prathamesh. And we will now move on to the how to do the first step. First step, we have to apply Kirchhoff's law. Okay, we have to apply Kirchhoff's law, and in that, since this is a series circuit, okay, since this is a series circuit, we'll directly apply Kirchhoff's voltage law. Kirchhoff's voltage law, which says that, okay, and I don't think I need to repeat, but still it is around the closed loop. Voltage calculations are equal. We can see directly. Okay, voltage drops around the closed loop. They are having summation as 0. Okay, so now we can say that uh, E is equal to VR plus Vc. That is, only two components are there. So E is equal to VR plus Vc according to the Kirchhoff's law, and Kirchhoff's law is written in the bracket. Okay. Now putting values of VR and Vc, what we'll get? Putting values of VR and Vc. Okay, in this equation, VR is equal to RC dVc by dt plus Vc. Okay, so we have kept this equation in terms of Vc only. We could have put Vc is equal to Q by C. Okay, Vc is equal to Q by C. But in that case, what will happen? This form is also given in some books. Please, we can say, please don't get confused. Okay, so it is our choice, or depending on the example, we can form the differential equation, first order linear differential equation, in terms of any variable that we want. If we want in terms of Vc, then this is the equation. Then this is the equation. And if we want in terms of Q, then simply we have to put I is equal to dq by dt. Okay, simply. Okay, dq by dt, and we can put Vc is equal to, we can say, Q by C. We can put Vc is equal to Q by C, so that depending on our choice. Okay, since here we are much more interested in keeping the variable as Vc, that's why we have kept it in the form of Vc. So do you agree that RC dVc by dt plus Vc is equal to E is first order linear differential equation? Please confirm. Then also we can do that. Then also we can do that. Then also we can do that. We just have to put V is equal to Q by C, and Vc is equal to Q by C. That is Vc. Both in case of Vc, okay, we have to put Q by C. Okay. That step I'll in one of the example I'll be discussing that. Okay. If time is permitting, that will be discussed in one of the example. Just we have to put Vc is equal to Q by C. Since we are much more interested to derive this condition, we are much more interested in keeping the equation in Vc only. Okay, so please, uh, yes, correct. Now next is RC dVc by dt plus Vc equal to E. This is the I am saying this as a first order linear differential equation. Whether it is correct, whether this statement is correct, please confirm in chat box that we have understood the basics. You should put please don't hesitate in putting your whatever you feel or whatever answer you feel in chat box, because this confirms that you are there, and whatever I am teaching, it is reaching up to you. Okay, so next is what we can say, but I will not say this in linear differential form, linear differential equation form, because we have seen that, okay, dy by dx plus py equal to q is the form of standard linear differential equation. That's why we need to divide it by RC. Okay, by RC, and by doing so, we will convert whatever this equation is into first order linear differential equation. First order linear differential equation. So dVc by dt plus Vc by RC is equal to E by RC. Okay, on both sides we are going to divide by RC. Okay, that's why this equation is coming. Now we can say that this is equivalent to dy by dx plus py equal to q, and which is the standard form of first order linear differential equation. Standard form of first order linear differential equation. Okay, so by comparing, we and the integrating factor we can give by e raised to, in this standard forms case, we can give it by dy by dx plus py equal to q. If this is the standard equation of first order linear differential equation, then we can say that integrating factor or integration factor is given by e raised to integration p dx. Here p is 1 upon rc. Okay, here p is 1 upon rc. So please consider this e raised to integration of 1 by rc but into dt. Okay, and if we, and since we know r and c are constant values, we can take it out of the integration sign, and e raised to 1 by rc integration of t dt, so we can say 1 into dt, it will be giving us e raised to t by rc. E raised to, very simple step is this. Okay, e raised to t by rc. Okay, now the solution is, we know that what is the solution. What is the solution? Y into if in general for this equation dy by dx plus py equal to q, the solution is y into if integration of q into if with respect to x plus c. Q into if integration of q into if with respect to x, that is dx plus c. So we have already seen these steps, and using the standard form that we have got, mm, standard form that we have got. So this is the standard form. If someone is not able to recall what is the standard form of solution, y into if equal to, just now I have described this, integration of q into if dx plus c. Okay. So using the same, okay, here q is equal to e raised to t by rc. Okay, and if is e raised to again t by, here q is e by rc. Okay, and if is your e raised to t by rc. Okay, and let's say they have seen now, so they have asked you to find voltage in the circuit at time t. Okay, at time t, that's why we are putting the limits as from 0 to t, from 0 to t. That's why we are putting the limits as from 0 to t e raised to, and the rest of the things are same. Rest of the things are same. Have you understood how we are going to, how we have written this step? That is vc into e raised to t by rc. How we have written these steps, or how we have reached this far? Have you understood? Please tell. Okay. Now the next is, we have to easily, we have to, very easy integration is there. Okay, so just we have to manipulate the steps, or we can say reconfigure the, we can say the steps. Then arranging the equation, we will get this as e into 1 minus e raised to minus t by rc, which has been asked to prove. Okay, which has been asked to prove. Hmm? Now solution is, what is the solution? Vc into e raised to, please observe these steps. Very simple steps are there. Okay, so e raised to t by rc. So e by rc is constant, that's why we have kept it outside the integration. And 0 to t e raised to t by rc. Okay, this is the integration which we want to perform. Then e raised to t by rc is having the integration as, this. Okay, having the integration as this. Okay, so you know, after integrating whatever the constant value is there, apart from the variable t, it will be divided by, so 1 upon rc will be divided by. Okay, and then it will come as rc. So rc will get cancelled, and e raised to t minus rc into e raised to t minus rc 0 to t will be remaining as it is. Okay, and e raised to t minus rc into e raised to t minus t by rc minus 1. Why this one has come? Because e raised to minus t by rc into e raised to t by rc, that is e raised to 0, is always 1. That's why 1 is there. Okay, and by rearranging we'll get this equation, and by rearranging we'll get e into 1 minus e raised to minus t by rc. Have you understood this derivation? Please confirm. One question is over. Okay, very simple steps are there. Very simple steps are there. Have you understood? Then we will go to the next question. That is, we'll actually solve them. Okay, please confirm. Please confirm. Yes, yes. Okay, thank you students. Okay, very simple steps are there. This can, you can expect such kind of questions. Okay. uh, so as I told you, this is called general solution. Okay, since you are getting this now, I'm going to I'm going one step more in this question. Since this is very general solution, okay, but the graph of this is shown here. Okay, how to depict? Since what I have said, we are going to see application part. So this is the application part. So what this equation is meaning? What this equation is meaning? This equation is meaning that uh, we can say voltage across the capacitor. Okay, voltage across the capacitor is what? Is what? E into 1 minus e raised to minus t by RC. Okay, are you getting this? So capacitor will be getting charged. Capacitor will be getting charged. See, whenever this switch is disconnected from the battery, okay, whenever this switch is disconnected from the battery, the circuit will be only having R and C component, because the battery part will not be battery will not be a part of your circuit. Okay, since switch is disconnected from the battery. So this switch is disconnecting R and C series combination from the battery. Is this okay? Okay, and then since earlier, okay, earlier R and C combination was connected to the battery. Hmm? So it has, that battery has charged the capacitor to some extent. Okay, to some extent, that battery has charged the capacitor to some extent. Now, once we disconnect the R and C combination, that is capacitor from the battery, it will start what? It will start what? Please confirm in chat box. Once we disconnect it, the capacitor will, what capacitor will do? Once we disconnect this switch, we can say this, once we remove the switch, this, okay, what? Yes, Vijay, correct. It will start to discharge. So next part will be, are you getting now? Next part will be, the next question will be, means in the same question or separate question can be, how, find out the equation in which how the capacitor is discharging. In this case, capacitor is getting charged. Okay, capacitor is getting charged. Okay, but if switch is disconnected, okay, then what is the equation? So obviously, if this is the charging curve, okay, if this is the charging curve governed by value E, because charging of the capacitor cannot exceed the E. Okay, this is, we can say, very obvious thing. This is very obvious thing. Okay, so at t is equal to infinity, it will be very close to E, but it will not be exactly E. Okay, that's why the term 1 minus is there. Okay, e raised to minus t by R C. Are you getting this now? This is the charging. And uh, if I say at t is equal to 0, capacitor is disconnected from the battery, you have to derive. Okay, what you have to do? Not, I'm not giving this as the assignment, but yeah, for your practice, what you have to do, you have to derive the condition that at t is, when battery is disconnected from the RC circuit, then how the equation of voltage across C will be, and depending on that, what will be the curve, how the curve will look like. You already know what is the curve of discharging of capacitor, but since this is the application of differential equation, that curve you have seen, if you have seen that curve somewhere, that curve is due to that mathematical modeling. Please remember, this is the mathematical equation, and on, depending on this, the curve is coming. Like this, you have to find out the curve for charging of the, sorry, for discharging of the capacitor. And when capacitor will discharge? When it is just when it is not connected to the battery E. When it is not connected to battery E. Okay, so you can try. Till then, what I'll do, I'll charge my laptop. So are you getting what is the question I'm asking to you? Okay. Okay, please confirm in chat box that you are getting. Okay, and if you are understanding this now, then you will be able to at least imagine what the equation can be. If you understood the condition, then you can directly use equation, differential equation. Okay, are you getting this? Please confirm. We are moving very slowly in our syllabus. So please, can anybody in within a minute tell me what will be the change in the differential equation? Let's say this is the differential equation. Let's say this is the differential equation. Till now, the part will be the same. Let's say this is the differential equation: dvc by dt plus vc by rc is equal to e by rc. So what will be the change then? Dipti Kalpesh, please tell me. And whoever getting this this question, please tell me what will be the change. Please confirm what will be the change in this equation. So that you can proceed in further steps. Okay, so that you can proceed in further steps, and then we have to see the examples. That's why your imagination is very important. What will be the change then? If this is for charging, then for discharging, what will be the change in this equation? Okay, one answer is there. Please, another answers. Please. I'm again requesting you people to make this session as interactive. Please put your thoughts, whether these are correct thoughts, wrong thoughts, whether the answer is correct, wrong. That is very secondary thing. You have to be interactive first. That means you are thinking something, and if you are thinking something, then you must be remembering all the things described in this lecture. Yes, Pratiksha, very correct. But what will be this? Okay, you are directly telling yes. Okay, the final step. Okay, if you are able to imagine that, very good. Hmm? Prathamesh is telling you correct. This is the what Prathamesh has given answer that I am expecting right now. Because okay, the last step can be derived. Okay, depending on the integrating factor and all this process, we can derive the last step, that is general solution. But E will be equal to 0. That is the electronics understanding behind this circuit. E will be equal to 0. Why? Because switch is the rest of the circuit, that is RC network, is disconnected. That's why E will be equal to 0. And the equation will be dVc by dt plus Vc by Rc equal to E by Rc equal to 0. dVc by dt plus Vc by Rc equal to 0. Okay, equal to 0. So you have to find the how to find the solution for such equations. If you are not able to write the equation, please write. I'm again depicting the equation: dvc by dt plus vc by rc equal to 0 will be the equation, and you have to find the solution for such equations. Okay, you have to find the solution for such equations, and if you are not able to do this, please remember in next lecture or next to next, that how to find the solution. Okay. Yes, correct. Deep you are getting now. Okay. And what voltage that will be? And if you are getting this now, if you are able to tell me the answer of this question, then differential equation topic is over for you. No problem in solving the questions now. Okay. then you have understood, then I can say that you have completely understood. What voltage that can be? One more voltage, correct? But what voltage that will be? If you can put till now, till then, I'll go to the next part. Okay, our next part. If you're able to tell me, then it will be very good for you. Okay, so this question we have covered. Now please just read the question. Don't go for directly solution. Okay, just read the question, and what we'll do, we'll try to solve, I will try to solve this question on the paper. Okay, and we will see that whether we are going to, or whether we are able to view the screen properly. Okay, whether we are able to view the screen properly. But before that, please, uh, if you are having your pen and paper, please note down the question very fast. Inductor of 2 Henries and resistance of 20 ohms. Inductor of 2 Henries and resistance of 20 ohms are connected in series with an EMF, with an EMF of E volts, with an EMF of E volts. If the current is 0 when t is equal to 0, so what they have given here is, if current is 0 at t is equal to 0. In second lecture, I have discussed with you that one condition is always given, that is initial condition. Somehow they are giving you, somehow. Okay, might be the statements can be different. Okay, but initial condition they have always given. So if current is 0 when t is equal to 0, this is the initial condition. Now what we can do, we have to find the current at the end of 0.01 second if E is equal to 100 volts. If E's value is 100 volt. Okay, if E is having the value of 100 volt. Okay, so inductor's value is 2, resistance value is 20. Okay, E is having 100 value. We have to, and obviously initial condition is at t is equal to 0, current is 0. But at the end of 0.01 second, what is the value that we have to find out? What is the value at, we have to find out. Okay, are you getting this question? Are you getting this question? Okay. Correct. Now we'll try to solve this question using pen and paper. Okay. So whether this notebook is visible to you, please tell me. Okay. So I am drawing here. L is equal to what? L is equal to 2 Henry. Resistance is there. Okay. And I am having battery E. E is equal to 100 volt. L is given as 2 Henry. Okay. Are you able to see this? Please confirm, and then I'll move with the next part. Please confirm in chat. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for the next. Thank you. Okay. Now E is equal to what? 100. And R is having value of 2. We can say no 20 ohms. 20 ohms. R is having value of 20 ohms. Now differential, we can say we can directly now use. We can directly use. We know that VL is equal to L di by dt, and VR is equal to I into R. We know this now. Okay. And by using Kirchhoff's law, we can say E is equal to VC plus VR using KVL. Are you getting this step? Using KVL. E is equal to VC by R. Now we have to just put the values. So E is equal to L di by dt plus, I can say, IR. Okay, this will be the equation. Okay, so whether this is in standard first order linear differential equation form? No, this equation is not. So what we'll do, we will convert. So the differential term should have no coefficient. This is the case. So E by L, so we will divide it by L. So d by dt, okay, d by dt plus R by L into I. So till this you are, so now this is in linear differential equation form. This is in linear differential equation form. Okay, this is in linear differential equation form. Are you getting this now? Okay, now what we'll do next, if this is in linear differential equation form, what we have to do, we have to find out the integrating factor, because to find the solution we need to find solution of LDE. What we need to do, we have to find IF. What we have to find? IF. What do you mean by IF? Integrating factor. Okay, so integrating factor I am directly writing now. Since we have covered e raised to integration p dx is the integrating factor. We know that e raised to integration p dx is the integrating factor. Now IF will be, what will be the IF now? Please tell me. IF will be, can you tell? So I'm e raised to integration r by L into I can say dt will be the IF. Okay, so integration r by L I'm getting outside of integration, and remaining is 1 into dt. So I am getting this IF as e raised to r t by L, e raised to r t by L. Okay, till now it is okay. Now what is the solution? What is the solution? Solution in general is given by y into if equal to integration of q into if dx plus c, plus c. Are you getting this? So this is in general form, na? So here to find the solution, solution is given by, what is the solution? Y. What is the y here? I is there. Okay, into if is e raised to rt upon L, e raised to rt upon L is equal to what? Is equal to, where is the form? E by, yes, correct. So that is I think mm, mm, mm. E by L is there, correct. E by L, because it is constant, that's why we are getting it out of the integration sign, and e raised to r rt upon L into dt. Okay, I'm changing the window. Till now are you getting this? Please you have to confirm. Yes, correct. So please confirm in chat box. Quickly till this step you are getting, please confirm, please confirm. Yes. Few more answers. Yes, correct. Thank you, people. Thank you. Okay. Now next is that this pen and paper methodology is working for us. That we can conclude from this. Okay. Then E by L, e raised to RT by L will be the solution. Now we have to solve this equation. Okay, we have to solve this equation. While solving, I am directly writing very simple steps are there. Okay, so mm, E by L into, so this integration will be e raised to rt by L. E raised to x is having integration e raised to x, but whatever is with the t will be divided to this. Okay, and r by L will be divided. That's why I am directly writing L by R. R by L will be divided, na? So that's why I am directly writing L by R. Okay, and plus A. So anyone can tell why we are writing A again and again? Why we are adding constant? This is very basic thing. Why we are adding constant? Can anyone tell why we are adding constant? E. Why we are adding constant a or c, that you have seen in your 12th mathematics, in your 12th mathematics. Okay, so why we add this? Can you tell me? Why do we add this? Why do we add a? This is what indefinite integral, na? This is what indefinite integral, and while solving the indefinite integral, okay, to cover, to cover all the conditions, we always add what? Constant of integration. We always add constant of integration. Hmm? And in indefinite integrals, this constant of integration a takes care of initial condition. Okay, takes care of initial conditions. So this is thumb rule. Please remember, while solving any indefinite integral, yes, Kalpesh, correct. While solving any indefinite integral in such applications in the first unit, always you have to add some constant of integration, and that constant of integration value is found out using the initial values. And they have given us initial values as when t is equal to 0, current is 0. This is the initial value that we have to use. Now, how to use this in this equation, that we will see now. Okay, that we will see. So what is the final solution? Here is I into e raised to, we can say I into e raised to rt upon l. Rt, I think you are very much seeing this equation. Rt upon l, equal to l will get cancelled, e by r, e raised to rt upon l plus a. This will be your final general solution. But what they have given us, what they have given us, at t is equal to 0, what I can say, I is equal to 0. At t is equal to 0, what I can say, I is equal to what? I is equal to 0. So putting, let's say this is equation, this is equation number 1. Okay, this is equation number 1. Putting I is equal to 0 and t is equal to 0, what we'll get? 0 is equal to, I can say directly t is 0, so e raised to 0 is 1, e by r plus a, plus a. Why this 0? E raised to, here also t is equal to 0, that's why. So a's value is minus e upon r. A is having the value of minus e upon r, and we have to put this in. Are you getting this? A's value is minus e by r, and we have to put this in equation 1. Okay, we have to put this in equation 1, and after putting, what we'll get, what we'll get, I will directly write here. Okay, so I have to change the page. Okay, so I'll directly write here I into e raised to rt upon l equal to e by r, e raised to rt upon l minus e upon r, minus e upon r. So a's value I have put as, that is the only change, huh? Minus e upon r. So uh, we have to find I, na, because in question they have given find the current I. That's why in left hand side we will only keep I. So e raised to rt by l, by this factor, we have to divide both the sides. So e raised to rt, e raised to, so here it will be only e raised to rt, and because this will get cancelled, and to this term e by r, e raised to minus rt by l. Can we use this? Correct. E raised to minus rt by l. Okay, so in general we can say that e by r into bracket 1 minus e raised to minus rt by l will be the solution, will be the, we can say, solution, because it is also considering the initial condition also. So this is the solution. So please confirm till this you are getting the steps. Please confirm. Are you getting? Yes. Are you getting till this? Okay. Okay. We have to go to the next example. Quickly tell me. Yes, Satyam. Yes. Yes. Yes, Harshvardhan. Correct. Okay. Very simple steps are there, and I'm obviously I have already requested you to follow the steps in your copy also with me. Okay. Yes. Correct. Okay. Now what we'll do? We'll go to the camera again. What they have given us? mm, they have already given. Now this is general solution. Na? Please remember this is general solution. And if we put the values given by them, that is, I am again writing here 20 ohm, L is equal to 2 henries, and E is equal to 100 volts, and at T is equal to 0.01. If I am putting these values, then what we will get? We will get it the equation or answer as particular solution of this question. Okay, so we are going to put this I is equal to E is 100 by 20 into 1 minus e raised to r is 20, so minus 20 and L is 2 into t. For this, for now, we will put t as it is. So it is 5 into bracket 1 minus e raised to minus 10t, and now we will put t is equal to 0.01 second. So this equation will be 5. Are you able to see that? 5 into 1 minus e raised to minus 10 into 0.01, and this will be becoming 5 1 minus e raised to minus 0.1. Okay, minus 0.1 e raised to minus 0.1. We can directly say 1. I don't know e raised to value. I don't having calci, so e raised to 0.1 we can say. So I have final answer as 0.475. 0.475 approximately. Are you getting? Please tell me. Okay, so final answer is 0.475 ampere. Please don't forget to put the units. Okay, 0.475 ampere. These are the steps. Okay, are you getting? These are the steps. Please confirm in chat box. Correct. So 0.475 is the answer for this question. Okay, shall we move to the next question? Please confirm.